Hello everybody and welcome back to Satisfactory. In today's episode we'll have a quick video and it will all be about this little thing in front of us. Well, it's one of the biggest buildings around, but it's called the Awesome Sink. Now, what is the Awesome Sink? How does it work? And the best uses for it. So, first off, what is the Awesome Sink? Now, as you're busy with your factory, you might end up with some excess or unwanted materials that you want to get rid of. That is one use for this. The other use is to get some high-end items specifically into this so that you can get tickets, and that is the main function of this, turning anything you make into tickets. Now let's look at the actual building itself. Now if you look at the Awesome Sink, you will notice that in this little hut here, I've got the following. I've got on the left hand side, I've got my global parts per minute. Now this is the amount of units or points that I'm getting per minute. And as you can see, it's counting down into that there. Now I've got a whole bunch of my factories where I've got some extra output that goes into an Awesome Sink, and it produces coupons, as you can see on this side. Now how does it work? You can't just come into the Awesome Sink and just put stuff into it. There's no input value for it. You have to connect a conveyor belt, and that gets either fed from a storage container or from whatever conveyor belt it comes out from a factory. So you can take it directly from a resource node or from a processed factory and then put it into the Awesome Sink, but you can't just directly come to the Awesome Sink and put it in. So I'll give a small little demo of how it works. Now first off, I'm going to turn this one off, and what I will do is I'm just going to load up some stuff in this one. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take some leaves, and off you'll see the leaves are going, and after the leaves I'm just gonna put in some ore and then maybe some biomass. I'll get to some of the other stuff in a bit. Now it gets fed and it can process it as fast as the conveyor belt feeding it. So if I now turn it on, you will see that we are still in the 13. As soon as we turn it on, you'll see that this is going at a rocket speed. Now, as it takes a bit of time to update, but because I'm now inputting into this, it's gonna start adding up a bit faster. But now you will see, okay, we're still on the leaves, and it is going to, there we go, it is all done. And it is gone. Now, that wasn't a lot of points that we got for that. It didn't really increase at all. So why is that? Now each item in the game carries a certain sink value, as you can call it. Now if you look at my inventory, stuff like leaves and biomass, that's easy to get. Stuff like the quick wire and the normal wire, that gives you a bit more because it is harder to make that. So what I've done is I'm just gonna go in here, I'm feeding that in, and you'll see I now have a bit of an increase. It went all the way up to 15,000, I think, as we can see. So it is going to 15,000. Not bad at all. Now it gets exponentially harder to get your next coupon. So for each coupon it gets really a lot. You have to sink a lot more to get that. Now I am going to just quickly print these tickets because I need to show you. You can see we're getting quite a bit. Now it's going to slow down. So there wasn't really a big uptick with the stuff, but that gave us a bit more. And now to show you some of the more expensive stuff, we'll take some of these chips, and there's certain things that I'm not going to sink that's in my inventory, but just to give you an idea, the computer chips for instance will, as you can see, now we've got a huge increase all the way to up 18,000. I just wanted to push that out to have my coupons. So what you do is you hit this, and there you grab it, and now I've got 29 coupons. So as you progress, you get more and more advanced technology, and I'm going to sing something that is pretty valuable and show you exactly how much it can get to. So I've got these supercomputers. I'm going to sync 50 of these supercomputers. Now, let's make it in time. We already have 1, 2, 3 coupons. Now, those 50 gave me 3 coupons in no time at all. And you'll see as soon as we had 500, that's almost 5 million per minute just from that. So you can see that little flat line at the bottom, that's us puttering along at 15 and 13. And then all of a sudden we did this massive jump. Okay, but now what do you do with those tickets, and why are they so awesome? Well, the shop says it all, the awesome shop. So next to this, you also build, after the awesome sync, you build the awesome shop. Okay, so let's look at this awesome shop. The awesome shop allows you to buy a whole bunch of stuff from it. And you guessed it, the currency for this is the coupons that you get. So you can unlock all of these. Now I've unlocked quite a few of these already. There's still some I haven't unlocked, but you can unlock these blueprints to then use. Stuff like your wall power outlet, your conveyor belt mounts, the pipeline wall attachments, the hypertube wall, the foundations. Now this is, for instance, I really want this one, so I'm going to add that to my cart. Now you can see it tells you exactly what it does. So I now have the quarter pipes, and the quarter pipes gives me all these extra that I'm going to have in my inventory. Vehicles, if I wanted one of these little vehicles, I can just come, let's add it. I've got 29. And then there we go, we've got a lights control panel. Let's add that. I'm now buying this all on camera with you guys. Floodlights, I can probably buy that as well. You've got statues, equipment. Now a lot of people will be very tempted to spend a lot of their tickets in the last 2, and I would highly suggest you don't spend your tickets on those. As you will notice, it gets a lot harder to farm these tickets. You don't want to waste them. I, for instance, have the Biscuit Coffee Cup, but a lot of people come in here and I just need this or I need that. So I might just need some steel pipes or steel beams or heavy modular frames to finish the last part of a thing. I would highly recommend not to buy stuff like this from here unless you're really stuck and you just want to get ahead. I would instead say focus on getting all these, the wall, attachment, foundation, vehicles and organization stuff first before even heading towards getting any of the other stuff. Now what will I do with those 29 tickets? You can see I've got 20. And it works like a shopping. If you're going to whatever online shopping you want to do, I can just click on this and go, okay, I like this, I like that, and there we go. I've got the schematic for that, and I've got the new buildings. So now if I go into my inventory, or if I go into my build tab and I go to foundations, you will see that here's all the new stuff. We've just unlocked all these quarter pipes and all that, and if I go to the power, where was that? Organization, I've got my light control panel that I can now build. So that is the reason for getting these tickets. And like I said, it's going to take, this has been running for how long now? And I've only got 3, I still have the 3 coupons from when I sank all those computers. Now, right in the beginning, the most easiest one to do is silica. So I would say if you find a silica deposit, build an awesome sink directly from a miner into the silica. And whenever you've got a factory where you've got some excess, this is a nice way to just get some free stuff. I've got quite a few. Just one last thing to note, this uses a lot of power, and I mean it uses a lot. So right in the beginning, when you build your first one, you're gonna probably have a whole bunch of trips on your system, because this uses a lot of power, especially when it's active. So if your whole system trips, just remember that's most likely because this guy's running and you didn't provision for him. So what you can do is just fill up a whole container with stuff, have it in your base somewhere right when you start off, and then just switch it off, and as needed, as this thing fills up and it's basically full, you can switch off the rest of your factory, come to this thing and say cool, switch it on, and there you go, you've got your tickets coming in. But that's the awesome sync, the awesome shop, and how it works in a nutshell. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you want to see more of this, hit subscribe. Until next time, this has been Zombie Vega. Bye.